Hi, I'm Randall Berry from Livermore. Worked at Wassau Paper. I started at when it was James River in 1982. I got laid off that fall and I went to International Paper, and after the strike there I got hired back at James River in 1989, December of '89. So I'm out just short of 20 years from laid off again, permanently this time with the mill closure. I worked on the paint machines for 17 years. I remember walking in and just being amazed. I grew up around farm equipment and sprayers, fire trucks and all that, but I had never seen anything like a paint machine. And when I first got laid off, I said, geez, I'm gonna have a little bit of time I'm gonna take to catch up on some things around the house that needed to be done. And I think it pretty much rained for 2 months. But they got me, they called, Deb Kendall's doing the peer support, and she's a peer support worker at the Career Center, and she called and said, we really ought to get into this Work Ready program. So I got right into that right off the bat, and I think that was, even though I'm not working, I think it was some time well spent. And I've applied for quite a few. It was quite a long time before I actually got any response. First two, I got a couple of rejections. That was, at least I got something. I sent them a thank you for, at least let me know and considering me. So I had one interview. That's the hard part. I think it's hard, not having a degree. With the education I have, I don't have a degree. I went to a year of college out of high school, and I've been taking classes, really ever since. If you include the fire training and that, I've been taking classes for, 30 years. But it doesn't count when the basis is, a 2-year degree in anything, or a 4-year degree, So I hope that I could get an interview at some of these jobs and hopefully convince somebody that I can adapt and learn and probably bring some an interesting perspective. I worry about what people think, when I'm not working and wife's at school.